because the outside world rejects you.
So, Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been out for a good while now, and I've been thinking of different videos I want to do talking about it. There's just so much you could pick apart with this movie that there's probably going to be a few videos within the next couple months that I'm going to come out with talking about this movie. I've already done a spoiler review, a non-spoiler review, a video on all the different Ninja Turtle Easter eggs that are in the film, but today I want to talk about some of my favorite moments of the film. Parts of the movie that really resonated with me and that I thought really set this version of the Turtles apart from a lot of recent Ninja Turtles things we've gotten. There's truly some special parts to this movie that push it to that next level for me that make me want to see more of these Turtles. And these moments could range anywhere from comedic to just badass to just thought-provoking, if anything. But let's waste no more time, as we always do. Settle in, grab a slice of cheesy pepperoni pizza, and let's dive into the sewers and take a look at what I believe are the top 10 moments in Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles, the animated movie.
Are you crazy? You could have killed them.
They're fine.
Did you know there was a dumpster there?
I might have.
Now, like I said, some of these are very small moments, little subtleties that I caught onto and I thought were pretty great. And the first one is the Raphael Leonardo bumping heads, or rivalry. It happens towards the beginning of the film when they're deciding what to do with Penguin's henchmen. Raph kicks him off the roof and Leo thinks he could have, killed them, and they go at it a little more as they get down to the alley. And when Mikey and Donnie try to butt in to cool it down, both Raph and Leo are so fixated on going at each other that they tell him he's not helping, to keep it down. And that's pretty much all we get from it. But I don't know, just this little tease of their rivalry makes me want to see more of these turtles and what they're up to in their little corner of their universe. Now, the next moment that I want to talk about happens shortly after this. It's during the Turtles' first encounter with Batman when they're fighting.
Whoever you are, you'd better back the hell away from my brothers!
Although I think the Turtles, at least Leonardo, could have put up a little bit of a better fight during that first scuffle, still one of my favorite parts to come out of it is when the other three brothers have kind of been taken down by Batman, that Leo, points his sword at him and says, "Get the hell away from my brothers." I really thought the delivery was great, the way it was animated, seeing Leo say hell was pretty cool. Little moments like that are things they should try with a live action movie. It really makes a big difference. It's not over the top cursing, it's just little words like that just spice up their dialogue and make the Turtles just seem a little bit more badass.
All right.
Dude, you're out of dudes.
Okay, the next moment that I liked was actually before all this, and this is at the beginning of the Penguin fight on the rooftop. The whole thing was cool, especially the first time watching it, seeing these new versions of the Turtles, first time in action, all that stuff. But there's one specific moment when Raph throws a knee to one of the henchmen and busts his nose and blood goes flying everywhere. I remember watching it the first time thinking, okay, it's gonna be a bit brutal, and I liked that. I remember before this film had come out, I wasn't quite sure what the tone was gonna be like. They went with that Brave and the Bold, Adam West color scheme style Batman suit. It wasn't the black and gray suit that, in my opinion, I believe is more synonymous, I guess, with darker animated Batman films. So I wasn't really sure. I didn't know how lighthearted or dark this was going to be, and I thought it was a good balance. And when I first saw Raphael knee that henchman and the blood went flying, I was like, okay, I don't think I've seen blood like that from any on-screen Turtles action in quite a while. So I was pretty ecstatic when this scene happened, if I'm being honest. Brought me back to the days of 1990s animation where cartoons would do stuff like this. Somebody would get hit and blood would go flying, and absolutely makes my list of one of the top 10 best moments in this movie. Speaking of brutal moments,
where are your meta-humans?
Meta? You mean the Turtles?
Turtles.
The next one I want to talk about happens during the Batman vs. Shredder fight. It actually happens right before it starts. And that's when Batman's interrogating the foot soldier, and Shredder from a distance throws a ninja star which strikes the foot soldier in the head. Such a dark moment for this Shredder, you know, killing his own soldier in cold blood so that the foot soldier won't leak anything to Batman. The rest of the fight's cool, Shredder performing the Satoshi strike, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But my favorite part about this whole thing is right when it starts, when that ninja gets hit in the head with the ninja star. This happens right after that Raphael scene where he needs the henchman too, so it's just like hit after hit of brutality when this movie's starting off. That is one element that got me invested into the rest of the film, which didn't disappoint either when it came to more darker moments, which is one of them happens to be my next favorite moment.
Hey, you can't be in here. Stop! I said stop!
And that's where Shredder and Ra's al Ghul are killing some of the staff members of Arkham Asylum. Some are getting stabbed, others are getting beheaded, which I believe the hostages that they use later that have heads that are bombs, I believe are the bodies of those victims, which just adds an extra element of viciousness to this one.
That was pretty cool, kid.
Now this next one is on here because it truly caught me off guard. It made me bust up laughing as it was happening. Like, don't get me wrong, the comedy in this film is pretty good. You know, you chuckle here and there, but this part really got me cracking up. And that's when one of the foot soldiers that's mutated into a giant T-Rex gets injected with the anti-ooze and reverts back into his human form, but since he was so big, all his clothes has been ripped off and he ends up on the ground naked with his ass up in the air. Such a quick, small moment in the film, but made such a huge impact on me. There's a lot of things you got to get right with the Turtles. Action, the tone, but comedy is also a very important element of the Turtles, and this was the funniest moment to me, so I wanted to put it on the list. Cracked me up, super funny.
I've never seen an attack like that.
It must have been the Satoshi strike.
Now this next moment might not be on anybody's list out there, but it is on mine because I like how it expands the lore of this world that these turtles are living in. And that's during Leonardo and Batman's sparring session when Leonardo is explaining the Satoshi strike and some of the history of the Foot and Splinter and Shredder and all that stuff. This really made me want more. What's the history of the Splinter and the Shredder's relationship like? These moves like the Satoshi strike that you gotta stay away from or they could kill you. Is there other techniques like this out there? Like, this is such a cool but small moment of world building within this movie that really gets me excited for the potential of a sequel, especially meeting Master Splinter and everything. Okay, we're getting to the top three. This will be number 3, and this is Donatello getting his arm snapped in half by Ra's al Ghul. Up until this point in the film, you know, brutal things have been happening, you know, to the bad guys and innocent bystanders and stuff. A little bit to Batman too, but the Turtles kind of, you know, were gonna make it out unscathed, it looked like. Nope. It was truly shocking seeing Ra's al Ghul grab Donatello's arm, pull it to the railing, and just freaking snap it in half. Although you never want to see your hero go through that, I think it's important to set up stakes and stuff and just makes that win at the end a lot more satisfying because they had to overcome so much. This was one of the best parts of the whole movie, in my opinion.
Your brothers are gone. You 2 weeks to save them.
You killed them!
Alright, number 2 is Leonardo getting poisoned by Scarecrow and hallucinating. The second he gets poisoned, you see that they start animating him different, like his eyes look different, and it just looks so disturbing. Then when you see the hallucination of his brothers getting attacked by crows, and then they turn into these rotting like corpses, I mean, just that visual alone is badass in itself, truly horrifying, and just gives you a good sense of how deep Leonardo feels for his brothers. Like, he is devastated by this and goes crazy, but soon realizes as he's hearing Batman, you know, trying to coach him that this is all, you know, a trick, and he snaps out of it. Okay, my last favorite moment, and this is the one that gets me the most excited because the potential of what could come. And that's the end credit scene that revealed that the Shredder is now coming back, but in a Jokerized form. Before he's defeated in the movie, he says something like now he controls the League of Assassins and the Foot or something like that. So I don't know if that's gonna stand or if that was just him kind of getting too cocky before he lost, but I wonder what this Shredder's mindset is gonna be if they end up following up on this movie. The design of his face is pretty terrifying, and I just want to see how he's gonna act, how he's gonna conduct himself if they do end up doing a sequel to this. But that's it. Those are my top 10 favorite moments in Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. I just wanted to share them with you guys. Let me know down below, what's your favorite moment of the film? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say down below. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed and you want more movie, TV reviews on Ninja Turtles or Ninja Turtles news or anything like that, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. That's all we talk about on here. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and press thumbs up as it helps with the visibility of the channel. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you as always for watching. I'll see you in a little bit with another video. Take care. Hey Turtle fans, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's a good way to stay in touch with the channel. And also, if you want, go ahead and give the video a share on your social media platforms, Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff. And let's spread Turtle Mania to the world. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. It really does mean a lot.